Hi everyone, and welcome to week 3. Just a reminder that this week we have our first assessment due, our stakeholder map and analysis. So please get that in by the end of the week, and that will form the first part of your assessment. Okay, so today, start of week 3, I want to talk a bit about ethics, governance and corporate social responsibility. The objectives for this week are pretty simple. It's quite a compact module this week. Shouldn't take you too long. Firstly, we want to talk a bit about business ethics. Some might say the world's greatest oxymoron, but business ethics, what defines an ethical business, what sort of ethics are appropriate, whose ethics, all of those good things. Secondly, we'll talk a little bit about principles of good governance. Governance, or how businesses are managed, is becoming an ever more critical aspect of business. Investors are making decisions around whether companies have good governance in place or not. So governance is an important facet, indeed intangible asset of many businesses. And also we're going to talk about corporate social responsibility, so how businesses take on board their or acknowledge their own obligations as a business. So talk a bit about corporate social responsibility. Many descriptions or definitions of corporate social responsibility, but really the one that I liked most was what businesses do when no one's looking. So we'll talk about or touch on all 3 of those concepts this week. Readings, again, the textbook is a great place to start and very current with some good cases and examples. I've given you 3 other essential readings. One is from Andy Crane and Dirk Matten, 2 European professors who now work in Canada, and they have written many books on business ethics. They have a seminal work on business ethics, but I've just referred you to an article they have written in the A to Z of corporate social responsibility. So again, there's a link to that. I urge you to look at that. Sue Ben and Bolton. Sue is a professor at UTS and has written really some great books on sustainability. This one is more just a definition of concepts of CSR. So again, just a very short reference for you. It'll be in eReserve, so have a look at that. And an article from Canada, from the Network for Business Sustainability, and they talk a bit about corporate social responsibility providing a kind of insurance when things go bad. So corporate social responsibility can be seen as a bank account of goodwill that takes a long time to accumulate, but can be spent very quickly. Just one poor product, one reputational attack, one NGO attack, one natural disaster, and the goodwill is gone. I've added a couple of other articles to do with corporate social responsibility as some side reading, but this week is really quite a broad module. So I've referred you to a film that was made, a documentary that was made some years ago called The Corporation, which looks at what corporations are, where they came from, what they do. And this little excerpt is it's very tongue-in-cheek, and you'll see not the most objective piece ever, but nevertheless really good, really thought-provoking stuff. And this little clip talks about the moral responsibility. So who bears the moral responsibility for the actions of businesses, and how do we separate the individuals, because a business is really a collection of individuals. How do we separate the individuals from the corporation? Then we go on to a bit of a case study. HSBC, one of the more famous global multinational corporations with a strong reputation for corporate responsibility and sustainability. And a few questions there following up from the case, which I'd like you to do. Our weekly discussion forum looks at 3 pieces. One video that you've seen before from the Starbucks CEO talking about the role of business. Then we have our old friend Ed Freeman of stakeholder theory fame talking about a new story for business and saying that business needs to radically reposition itself to take advantage of this new economy, this new sustainability. And then I've given you a lecture from David Logan. David is chair of the Corporate Citizenship Company in the UK. They were one of the early consultancies to start doing corporate responsibility and sustainability work. And David's a very interesting and gritty Northern Englishman, gives a great little cameo lecture there. And again, I'd encourage you to have a read of that. And then I ask you to write a little piece for your learning journal, which I'm hoping you're starting to build up. So look, this week is a very rapid and high-level look at ethics, governance, and corporate social responsibility. I hope it gives you a really good overview of those key concepts. There are different perspectives on ethics. Ethics is a very broad and varied topic, and everybody has different perceptions on ethics. So again, I hope this week helps you make sense of that. As always, I hope you enjoy the week. If you have any questions, again, please ask, and please try and keep up to date with the readings and the work. Yeah, enjoy the week, and look forward to catching up with you again over the next week or two as we start our webinars to help with assessments. Cheers.